Arsenal signed Raheem Sterling on loan with no obligation to buy. And I'm here to tell the Arsenal fans why I don't think this is that bad of a signing, ladies and gentlemen. Big up to all of you guys. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're yet to do so. Every single one of you guys, please right now hit the like button. Please subscribe. I want to hear all of your opinions in the chat as well. Arsenal fans, you've done the smart thing. I'll tell you why. You get rid of Reece Nelson, you get rid of Eddie Nketiah, and you get Raheem Sterling, who's better than them both. Let's be honest here. In a Premier League season, in a Champions League season, you need depth. You need players. You need options. You need players who could come in and make a difference. Now, Raheem Sterling is not the player that he once was. So I'm not going to sit up here and gaslight the Arsenal fans. Wow, Raheem Sterling is so amazing. He would have been better than all of this and X, Y, and Z. No. This is not the case. But the one thing that Arsenal fans need to genuinely think about is the fact that this is a loan with no option to buy. There's no obligation, there's like no obligation to buy. If Raheem Sterling is crap, he's crap. So there's not like you have nothing to lose. And if he's that crap to the point where he affects the squad negatively, hell, you could even send them back to the hellhole, which is Chelsea as things stand, So look, I don't even think this is that bad of a signing. Sometimes you need GA, sometimes you need impact, sometimes you need goals. And last season, I think in 12 starts or something like that, Sterling had about 8 goals and 4 assists or something. Not 12 starts. I think it was more than that. Probably like 20 starts or something. I'm sorry for not having the stats 100% on lock. But the point is Sterling can score goals. And sometimes that's what Arsenal is missing. Because Arsenal aren't missing a creator. They have plenty of creativity. Odegaard, Saka, even Havertz every now and then can create. They need someone who can put the ball in the back of the net. And I think Sterling can do that for Arsenal. And look at it from Arsenal's perspective. In isolation, this is a risk-free signing. This is a risk-free. What's the risk? There is no risk in this signing. There is literally zero risk in signing Raheem Sterling, specifically given the options that the deal is on. I mean, literally no obligation to buy. It's a straight loan, no obligation to buy. So there is no reason for anyone to be that worried. I still think, even now that the transfer window is closed, that Arsenal are going to win the league. I've said this before. I'll say it again. We'll see what you guys do today against Brighton, but I still do believe that Arsenal will win the league. And it's the reason why I say that is the following, ladies and gentlemen. The reason why I say that is, look, you've improved in key positions, such as centre-back, left-back with Calafiori. You've improved with Merino, which now means that defensively you're going to be very solid, very sound, very good. Now you add on Raheem Sterling, yes, who's not the best player out there, but if he can get you a goal and assist here or there, and think about who you let go. You've let go of Reece Nelson. You've let go of Eddie Nketiah. Sterling is probably a better player than both of them anyway. Sterling is a better player than both of them anyway, and that's just the truth of the matter, you guys. I know, yes, some might not like it, the fact that it's Chelsea and they've done this to you with Willian and done this to you with not Giroud, sorry, Giroud was the other way around. Done this to you with David Luiz and Petr Cech and whoever. But in this case, in this scenario, you haven't bought the player. It's simply a loan with no obligation to buy. He comes in, he scores goals. And listen, if he makes positive impact, if he scores you, if he wins you, let's say, you know what it is? I'm going to be so genuine. Like, if Raheem Sterling wins Arsenal 6 points this season, those 6 points could be the difference between Arsenal winning the league and losing it. So I'm not even going to go over the top and exaggerate and go like Sterling is going to win the Golden Boot and he's going to dominate and he's going to do this and he's going to do that and blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to say any of that wild stuff. If Raheem Sterling just has a minimal impact, just wins you 6 points this season, 7 points this season, whatever it is, then he's paid off his loan in full. And Arsenal fans, listen, you've done the smart thing here. Unless you were capable of buying a Gyökeres or capable of buying a Osimhen or Isak or whoever. I think Arsenal were capable of making that transfer. You could have bought Osimhen, you could have bought Isak. Isak maybe a bit too much, but you could have bought Gyökeres, Osimhen, even Ivan Toney, whoever. All those players would have made Arsenal exponentially better. Now, Sterling does not make Arsenal exponentially better, but he doesn't need to because he's just simply an option off the bench. Sterling is simply an option off the bench. And listen, he gets GA, he scores goals, he helps out the Arsenal team. That's all they need. I mean, listen, in my personal opinion, I watch the Arsenal side and I go like Havertz should be down the middle, Saka on the right, and on the left, I think Trossard is a better player currently and in better form probably than Martinelli has been. So I'd say those three. Now, in a game against a low block, in a game where things aren't working out, in a game where you just simply need a goal, where you need someone who could just get you GA and things aren't working out. Instead of relying on Reece Nelson or relying on Eddie Nketiah, you now rely on Raheem Sterling, which is, listen, whether people like it or not, I'm not even Sterling's biggest fan. As you guys can see, I'm a Liverpool fan. If you're seeing me for the first time, like and subscribe. The truth of the matter is he's better than both players. He is better than both players, and that's just the honest truth. And because he's better than both players, I think that this is a good signing for Arsenal. I'm not going to go over the top and say amazing. I'm not going to underplay it and say it's a crap signing. I think this is simply just a good, and nothing more than good transfer for Arsenal Football Club. And I think Arsenal are on the up. Arsenal are on the rise. I predicted Arsenal will win the league. This signing is not the reason why they will win the league. I think Moreno and Calafiori is, because those are the ones where you have simply improve expeditiously, to be honest with you. This one, you haven't improved as much with the Sterling signing, but it still is improvement. I mean, Reece Nelson out, Nketiah out, Sterling only on loan. That's a good idea, in my opinion, and it's a smart thing to do, because Arsenal need to understand, look, this is the last season, in my honest opinion, that Arsenal fans should be willing to give Havertz or Martinelli or any of these guys time. There's no more time for them to develop and do all this. Arsenal are not at a level where they want to develop. I mean, look at Bukayo Saka, perfect example. Second best right winger in the league, fantastic player, phenomenal talent, all the GA. I think personally he's better than Palmer. He's a very good player. For me, that right there is the level that Arsenal needs. Now, hypothetically, theoretically, should Arsenal have went out there and signed a Gyökeres, or signed an Isak, or signed even a Tony, or signed an Osimhen? Yes, hypothetically, you would all be correct. You should go and sign those level of players. But given the fact that you're not signing those level of players, improving on Reece Nelson and Nketiah would have been the second best thing, and that's what you guys have went out and done. So listen, I get why Arsenal fans are upset. I genuinely do. I get why you guys are angry, because you wanted Gyökeres, because you wanted Osimhen, because you wanted Isak, because you wanted the best of the best. And I completely understand it. But if Sterling gets you GA, he gets you goals, he delivers even on a small basis, even not at as much as a high level as he did for City or for Liverpool, or wherever. If he can just get you 5-6 goals that win you games, then he's done all he needs to do. I mean, remember when Reece Nelson scored against Bournemouth? Moments like these, Nketiah scoring against Man United. If Sterling can give you a moment or two here and there that he just wins you a game of football, that he just gets you 3 points, then he's paid off his loan. And remember, there's no need to be upset, because it's literally a loan with no obligation to buy. This is not a player forced on Arsenal. If he's crap, if he's not good enough, you can literally send him back on loan. You can send him back to Chelsea this season. So it's not that big of a deal. If he's crap, if he ruins the team, if he's not good enough, it's a loan. It's no obligation to buy. You can send him back to Chelsea, and he's only there till the end of the season. So we shall see. But I think this is personally an upgrade on Reece Nelson and Eddie Nketiah. And hope you guys enjoyed watching the video, man. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. See you guys on